That's it, out there to the north. We used to keep a boat around here to get there and back.
Yeah, seems like it would be pretty tough to miss. Yeah, I really cannot say I like the look of this place. It's given me a really bad feeling. And I'm just waiting for one of these gargoyles to come to life and attack us.
Hey, so, before we go in there,
What is it?
I wanted to thank you for getting me this far. But after we get in there, I'm going to go my own way for a while. I think. I know your friends would probably want to kill everything in here. I'm hoping you can show some more control than that. Once we're inside, just keep quiet for a bit. Let me take the lead.
Lady Serana's back. Open the gate.
I'm no fan of the sun. It would be better than this.
Best show him the proper respect.
I'll try. As long as he tries not to eat me.
How dare you trespass here? Wait, Serana? Is that truly you? I cannot believe my eyes. My lord, everyone! Serana has returned.
I guess I'm expected.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm not.
My long-lost daughter.
And there's a
returns
lot of blood
at
around here.
last. I trust you have my Elder Scroll.
After all these years, that's the first thing you ask me? Yes, I have the scroll.
Of course.
She has the scroll.
To see you, my daughter. Must I really say the words aloud? Ah, if only your traitor mother were here. I would let her watch this reunion before putting her head on a spike. Now tell me, who is this stranger you have brought into our hall?
This is my savior, the one who freed me.
For my daughter's safe return, you have my gratitude. Tell me, what is your name?
I'm Brandon. Who are you?
I am Harkon, Lord of this court. By now, my daughter will have told you what we are.
Yeah, I think that's pretty clear.
Not just vampires. We are among the oldest and most powerful vampires in Skyrim. For centuries we lived here, far from the cares of the world. All that ended when my wife betrayed me and stole away that which I valued most.
So, what happens now?
You have done me a great service, and now you must be rewarded. There is but one gift I can give that is equal in value to the Elder Scroll and my daughter. I offer you my blood. Take it and you will walk as a lion among sheep. Men will tremble at your approach, and you will never fear death again.
Oh no. I've been down that road. So what if I don't want your gift?
Then you will be prey, like all mortals. I will spare your life this once, but you will be banished from this hall. Perhaps you still need convincing. Behold the power! This is the power that I offer. Now, make your choice.
Listen, man, I really appreciate the offer, but I think I'm gonna have to pass.
So be it. You are prey, like all mortals. I banish you.
Alright, so now to get the hell out of here. Alright, so at this point, are we anywhere near Fort Dawnguard? Oh no, we're kind of back where we started, aren't we? Alright, so I guess we'll maybe just fast travel back there? Now, for any of you vampire lovers out there, don't get me wrong, they are cool. But for me, the drawbacks are just a little too overwhelming. I mean, eternal life, that's awesome as long as you are a fan of drinking blood. But I don't know, personally, I'd just rather stay human for now.
Is someone there?
Oh shit. I guess he really wasn't too happy we declined his gift. Yeah, there must have been at least 3 or 4 of them here.
Look at this. I should have known it was only a matter of time before they found us. It's the price we pay for openly recruiting. We'll have to step up our defenses. I don't suppose you have some good news for me.
Well, I do have news, but I wouldn't call it good.
Of course. Why did I suppose differently? Fine. Tell me what you know.
The vampires, they were looking for a woman, and it turns out she was trapped in Dim Hollow Crypt.
A woman? Trapped in there? That doesn't make any sense. Who is she? More importantly, where is she?
She's home now, at her castle. But in terms of who she is, let's just say she's the daughter of a very powerful vampire lord.
And so you delivered her to them.
I'm not sure I really had any choice. I mean, they did have an Elder Scroll after all.
They what? And you didn't stop them? You didn't secure the scroll?
Maybe you should just be thankful I made it out of there alive. Trust me, there were way too many of them. And only one of me.
So they have everything they wanted, and we're left with nothing. By the Divines. This couldn't get much worse. This is more than you and I can handle.
Well, we have to do something.
Well, of course we do. I'm old, not stupid. We're just going to need some help. If they're bold enough to attack us here, then this may be bigger than I thought. I have good men here, but there are people I've met and worked with over the years. We need their skills, their talents, if we're going to survive this. If you can find them, we might have a chance.
Well, then that's a chance I'm willing to take. Where can I find them?
Right to the point, aren't you? I like that. Not like those fools in the Order. We should keep it small. Too many people and we'll draw unwanted attention to ourselves. I think we'll want Sorine Jurard. Breton girl, whip smart and good with tinkering. Fascination with the Dwemer. Weapons in particular. Last I knew, she was out in the Reach. Convinced she was about to find the biggest dwarven ruins yet.
I'm not surprised. But you're sure she'll help us?
Might need a little convincing, but she should. You'll also want to find Gunmar. Big brute of a Nord. Hates vampires almost as much as I do. Got it into his head years back that his experience with animals would help. Trolls in particular, from what I hear. Last I knew, he was out scouring Skyrim for more beasts to tame. Bring the two of them back here, and we can get started on coming up with a plan.
Alright, very cool. So there's a Beastmaster and also some kind of adventurer. By the way, any advice for a new vampire hunter like me?
There's only one thing worth remembering. When it comes to vampires, if you're sloppy or careless, you're dead. And good people will die because of you. I've lasted this long because I don't take chances. I cover my tracks and I keep my eyes open. If you're smart, you'll do the same.
Fair enough, but what do you call this? Aren't we taking a chance right now?
Keep your eyes open.
Alright, so time to find those new recruits. And like he said, she's gonna be over near the Reach. So maybe near Falkrath? Oh, even further up, so by Markarth. And then he's gonna be sort of in the Riften area. So I think we'll try and find him first. Now it seems like there may be a few giant camps around this area. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he was around one of those. Either trying to maybe take down giants, or even mammoths. Oh, and speaking of trolls, there's one right there. Not sure we really want to mess with him right now, though. And yeah, here's that giant camp. Once again, though, probably another area we don't really want to mess with. So we'll keep moving for now. I'm seeing a lot of spider eggs up there, though. And this should be where that Nord is.
You there! Hold fast! I've tracked this damned bear for 2 weeks. I'll not let it have any more victims.
A bear? Inside here? Anyways, aside from that, Isran needs your help.
Isran needing someone else's help? Never thought I'd hear that. I'm afraid he's a few years too late. I've moved on. I have more important business to attend to. Besides, he can handle anything alone. He assured me so himself. What could he possibly need my help with?
We're up against vampires. A lot of them.
Vampires? That might change things. Tell me more about what's going on.
Well, we're not quite sure, but it turns out they have an Elder Scroll.
By the 8th. Alright, look. I'll consider it. But I can't just leave this bear to prey on more innocent people. Once it's dealt with, then perhaps I'll see what Isran expects of me.
Yeah, I'm still not very certain why there's a bear in here. Oh, and there's a dead mammoth? For all I know, maybe the bear got killed by the spiders. Because we've seen some awfully big ones. And truthfully, I would not be surprised if they tried taking down a bear. Oh, he must be deeper. Oh, is that Gunmar down here? Man, he got pretty far without us. Still no sign of the bear, though.
I fought worse than you.
That'll teach you.
Oh, is this a chest? Alright, not bad. There are so many bodies in here, though. And I think most of these are human, aren't they? And maybe skeevers, too? But this part of the cave was called the brood lair.
Where'd you
So
come
I would
from?
imagine these spiders are
One
going to
less
start getting a
monster.
bit bigger. Oh, and I hear the bear. He might actually be stuck somewhere.
Who's there? I knew I.
And there's that huge one I was talking about. By the way, this sword here is that one we got from Yorlin Greymane. And I wonder if the game sort of calculates what weapon you've been using most. Because if not, I think we got rather lucky ending up with a great sword like we did.
Foos!
Alright, now for the bear. Looks like he was still trying to get out of here.
Foos!
So I think we must have stunned him there. Not sure why he wasn't moving. Although Gunmar, you know, it would be awfully helpful if you just stabbed him right now. I guess that works, though. You alright?
Don't know how well I'd have managed by myself. You have my thanks. You've helped me, so I suppose the least I can do is find out what Isran wants. He's still at that fort near Stendar's beacon, I assume.
I think that sounds about right. But I would just say head to Fort Dawnguard.
Of course he did. He's been working on that place for years now. Never lets anyone in. His own little fortress. Well, I guess I'll get to see what he's been up to all this time. I'll meet you there.
Alright, we may be a little while, but yeah. We'll see you eventually. So I've just gone ahead and made my way over to the Dragon's Bridge. We do have a problem though, and that's that I think I may have killed the horse again. Because we can't ride him. I'm not sure why he's like this though. But with this being the case, I guess we'll just have to walk the rest of the way on foot. Okay, apparently that wasn't actually our horse. Which almost makes that even more strange. But let's just be glad ours is okay. Now, based on what Isran said, it sounds like this girl may be inside some kind of a Dwemer ruin. Although, since we are sort of up in the Reach, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe she's gotten herself tangled with a few Forsworn. So we may want to watch out for them. Alright, well something bad is around here. Oh, and that's some kind of fort, isn't it? Oh, you know what? There's also orcs up around these parts, aren't there? Although based on the structure, I somewhat doubt it's them.
Over here!
Where are you?
Foos!
First you, then all of the Reach.
Alright, 2 down. And is she over here maybe fighting the rest of them? Because there's no way there were only 2 in this entire camp. So I gotta wonder, how far away is she? Oh, just right over there? You know, there was a cave up on the hill, though. So I'd assume the rest of them might just be hiding out in there. But in the meantime, how about we just ignore that and continue trying to find her? Well, if we weren't enough for the Forsworn, now they got something else to worry about. And he's a lot bigger than us. Oh, so maybe there are Dwemer ruins in these parts. Because that seems to be what these are here.
Somebody help!
What did you need?
You haven't seen a sack full of dwarven gyros lying around, have you? I'd swear I left it right here. Do you think mud crabs might have taken it? I saw one the other day. Wouldn't be surprised if it followed me here. Just look around, will you?
Sure. But you may want to know Isron wanted to speak with you.
Isron? Wants me? No, you must be mistaken. He made it exceedingly clear the last time we spoke that he had no interest in my help. I find it hard to believe he's changed his mind. He said some very hurtful things to me before I left. Anyway, I'm quite happy in my current pursuits. So if you'll excuse me...
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but it turns out he really needs you this time. May I ask, though, what exactly happened between you?
Yes, that was my point. I felt it was rather clear. Look, what is it you want from me?
Okay, just hear me out. There's a lot of vampires. And let's just say they threaten all of Skyrim. And you may be our only hope.
Vampires? Really? Oh, and I suppose now he remembers that I proposed no less than 3 different scenarios that involved vampires overrunning the population. Well, what are they up to?
Well, they would happen to have an Elder Scroll. But other than that, we're really not too sure.
In case you haven't noticed, Isran is always concerned about something. That's what got us working together in the first place. Still, if he sent you to find me, it may actually be pretty bad. All right. If nothing else, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to learn more about what's going on so I can better defend myself. But I'm not just going to abandon what I've been working on here. It's too useful. I need at least 1 intact dwarven gyro. So either I need to find the satchel those mud crabs stole, or I need another gyro from someplace. You wouldn't happen to have one, would you?
No, I don't think so. But mud crabs don't sound too bad. Although, Come on, is this really as important as saving the world?
I'm sorry, but I'm not about to do that with at least a single gyro to show for my efforts.
Alright, fair enough. We still need your help, though.
I understand that, but I really can't leave here without at least one usable piece of dwarven equipment. A single gyro would be enough, I think. Believe me, this is useful stuff.
Okay, then. Maybe we will have to find one.
Well, then I'm very sorry, but I can't just walk away from this project yet.
So, mud crabs, huh? We did just kill this one, but unfortunately he doesn't have any on him. So where, oh where, are some more mud crabs? So at this point, guys, I have killed so many mud crabs that it's probably safe to say they might be on the endangered species list. I mean, seriously, the whole pond area down there is completely rid of them, along with the entire length of the river behind us leading back to the girl. And even still, I haven't found a single gyro on him. And I still haven't found any sort of sack either that might contain the gyros. That being said, I assume there may be some dwarven ruins around here, so we could always just stop in one of those, and I'm sure we'd end up finding a gyro rather quickly. But in terms of that, it may just be best if we save it for another day.